Hi and welcome back to the Stained Canvas. Today we are going to do a cheap way to get block printing done. I'm not actually carving anything today. We're just going to use some styrofoam. This is just a tray that I got cookies on, and you want to make sure you're using the smooth side so you don't want any indentations on it. First step to do is draw out your pattern. So my pattern, I'm just making mountain tops. I'm going to have some probably snowflakes in the sky, and then some texture on the bottom, like where maybe water is or something. I don't know. It's just for an example, right? I like to use this technique when I am wanting to mass produce quick cards or something. It won't necessarily be these mountains, but it's an easy way to mass produce one picture. So once you have your picture down, you want to flip it upside down onto your piece of styrofoam, because don't forget, when you're block printing or stamping or anything like that, you need the mirror image down. So this is, flipping your page over. Once you get that all taped down, you're going to use a regular pencil that's not too sharp. Like a dull pencil works really fantastic with this, or a ballpoint pen that's what I'm using, just a red ballpoint pen. And you're going to trace your lines, and the whole thing of this is you want to push hard enough but not too hard, right? You want to make all the indents lines into the styrofoam. So I'm just going to continue overlining all of my marks that I made, and I might add a little more because you have artistic license, you can do whatever you want. But as I was saying, as I'm outlining all my mountaintops here, I like to do this when I'm mass producing something. So if I have invitations to a Christmas party, I will do a very simple Christmas ornament or Christmas, tree bauble. Lots of texture in it, lots of lines. You can always change up the ink you use. So if you do want a couple different variations, you can have like red or green or, whatever you need. This, I'm picturing this particular mountaintop as being a nighttime scene. So I'm going in with black when I do the printing part. So once that's done, you're going to take off the paper, and you're just going to look at it, make sure all of your marks are where you like them to be, because maybe you missed a couple, that kind of thing. But you could see with the light reflection here, looks like all of my marks are pretty deep, pretty good, because all the deep pits will become white on your paper, right? So after this step, I get my printing ink. So I believe I use Speedball, it's the black one, and then I have a brayer. So I'm just going to put it on my palette, use my brayer a couple times to get it really zhuzhed up and really good. Then I made sure I have my page the same size as my printing thing, and then I'm just going to apply a nice layer on top of my styrofoam. And this is a really good project to do if you have kids. Maybe your kids want to partake in the Christmas or holiday or Halloween or thank you cards. You can make anything with this, right? Trying to get a really even coat of the ink all over the place. And you notice where all the white lines are on this, you will have white marks and lines on your paper. So it kind of, you preview what your picture is going to look like. So now my page is just a little bit off size, so I'm going to put another page on top so that my hands don't get all inky, and I'm just going to keep rubbing. So this is like a block printing part. You just want to rub your paper, make sure the ink gets all over your paper really well and absorbed. It's not going to be as dark as it is when it's on the styrofoam because it's a mono print essentially, right? And each print you might find is a little different, so depending on the thickness of ink you put on there. But there you go, there you have it, my little Christmas scene. I really like it, and I can produce many of these. So like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and I'll talk to you guys next time.